If you're looking to get stronger or build muscle, you have come to the right place. In today's episode, we're going to dive into the concept of progressive overload in weight training. We're going to explore two main examples, and we're going to show you exactly how to apply it to your workouts. Be sure to stick around at the end too, because I'm going to show you a free way that you can work with us. All right, guys, welcome to the Digital Barbell podcast. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time listening or watching, welcome. We put out 2 podcasts every single week, everything from training advice to nutrition tips to mindset stuff, all kinds of good stuff. So make sure you subscribe before you leave. Digital Barbell is an online fitness and nutrition company owned by my wife, Blakely, and I. We're all about helping people get in the best shape of their life without having to do hardcore things, burning themselves out, going on restrictive diets. We're all about sustainability, and we're all about training in a way that helps you get the most out of life in a way that you can enjoy your life without fitness taking over your life. So if that sounds good, you could be part of our team. Appreciate you being here. We're going to talk about progressive overload today. So let's just start with the basics. What exactly is progressive overload? Imagine you have a baby cow. We're going to call her Tina for the sake of this example. On day 1, Tina weighs 65 pounds. You pick her up, you carry her across your yard, and you put her down. The next day, you do the exact same thing. This routine continues on every day for 2 weeks. Tina's growing quickly, and by day 14, she weighs 85 pounds. But guess what? Even though Tina's heavier, it feels easier to carry her. This is the essence of progressive overload. By gradually increasing the weight you're lifting or the challenge you're taking on, your body adapts and becomes stronger. If Tina had stopped growing, your strength gains would have plateaued too. The key lesson that I want you to get out of this is that to keep improving, the weight you lift or the work you do must progressively get more challenging. Now let's translate this into the gym setting. Whether you're a beginner using 5-pound dumbbells or you're an advanced lifter doing really heavy barbells, the principles of progressive overload still apply to you. Beginners in particular have the advantage of what's called newbie gains, which allow for rapid strength improvements when you follow the right program. We've got an entire podcast dedicated to newbie gains, so I will definitely link it down below. Okay, for most of our clients, we recommend focusing on heavy compound exercises like squats, deadlifts, and bench presses in the 5 rep range per set. This rep range is effective because it's challenging enough to promote strength gains without overly increasing the risk of injury or causing excessive soreness. For isolation and accessory lifts like curls and tricep extensions, we work more in the 8 to 12 rep range. One straightforward method of progressive overload is called linear progression. Here's an example of how it works. Week 1, you do 3 sets of 5 reps at 165 pounds. If you complete all 5 reps in each set, you increase the weight for the next workout. So in week 2, you do 3 sets of 5 reps at 170 pounds. This method is exactly like you picking up your pet cow, Tina, every day. You stress your muscles, you recover, and you come back stronger. If you graph this process on a graph, it looks like a line, hence linear progression. It's a very simple yet very effective way to build strength quickly, but it does not last forever. Another effective method we use to build strength, especially with accessory lifts, is called double progression. Unlike linear progression, where you only increase the weight, double progression involves manipulating both the number of reps and the amount of weight that you lift. So you start with a rep range, say 8 to 12 reps. You do your sets and you record the number of reps that you were able to complete. For example, in week 1, you got 11, 10, and 8 reps doing 50 pounds on barbell curls. In week 2, you got 12, 11, and 10 reps. In week 3, you get 12, 12, and 12 reps. And now it's time to increase the weight and start over again. As you progress, you aim to reach the top of your rep range for all of the sets that you do. Once you achieve that, you add weight and your reps will drop back down to the bottom of the rep range. This method lets you make continual progress by adjusting both variables, the weight and the reps. keeping your workouts challenging and effective. One common question that we get is, how hard should you be pushing yourself? The answer lies in understanding the RPE scale. RPE stands for the rating of perceived exertion. It's a subjective scale that ranges from 0 to 10, where an RPE 10 is an all-out effort. You could not have done one more rep, even if you had to, with good form. Every number less than 10 represents a rep that you could have done, but you didn't. So an RPE 8 means you stopped 2 reps before that failure. Again, this is not an exact science, and having a coach that watches you can help you figure this out quite a bit. For most of your training, you should be aiming for an RPE of 7 or 8. We call this a hard set around here. This amount of effort balances making great progress with avoiding injury. Many people think that they're working hard, but they're actually working closer to like an RPE 4 or 5. But bringing more intensity can significantly enhance your progress. We see it every day with our clients. Besides linear and double progression, progressive overload can mean stuff like adding more sets to your workout, increasing your range of motion, or tackling more advanced versions of exercises you're already doing, like going from doing push-ups on your knees to being able to do them on your toes. Remember, progressive overload is your ticket to building muscle and strength, I promise. For almost every single client that has worked with us, it was the missing piece in the progress that they always wanted to see. No matter which form of progressive overload you take advantage of, consistency and effort are the keys. Okay, so I mentioned at the beginning, you're going to get a free chance to work with us and have us watch you move, make sure your form is right, and to make sure you are working at the right intensity. All you have to do is go to digitalbarbell.com/free week. We'll set you up with 3 workouts in our app. You'll be just like one of our clients. You don't have to put in your credit card, no catch like that. And we're going to coach you for free for an entire week. So go check it out. All right, hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you subscribe before you leave, and have a great day.